push on through.
The Cessna 206 rattled and vibrated its way into the sky. So did my nerves. Madam President, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and very welcome guests. At the tender age of 18, I was seduced by the thrill of taking to the skies and gently gliding down to earth with a parachute. I was living in England at the time when I took my parachute jump. On the morning of this adventure, I made my way to Headcorn Skydiving Club in Kent. I was met there by my instructor John and 3 other students, Mary, Adrian and Mark. We ranged in age from 18 to 42. Strained attempts of humour were shared as we filled out the forms which relieved the club of all responsibility in the case of injury or death. I filled out these forms and I got those pangs of anxiety and fear. What was I doing, jumping out of a plane? Ladies and gentlemen, I've had this situation before. I get a great idea and I think, wow, wouldn't it be wonderful to do that? And I feel the excitement, and then fear or anxiety creeps in, and I abandon the idea. This time, it would be different. This time, I would push on through, and this time, I would jump out of the plane. Our training began with information about the parachute itself, how we exit the plane, and how we navigate to a particular spot on the ground. We then covered the inevitable emergency procedures. Now, I have myself convinced that there was no chance anything was going to go wrong. They covered this subject so thoroughly that poor Mary said, "Jesus, I'm going to die." I heard myself saying to her, "You'll be grand, Mary. Push on through the fear, all will be well." So then we moved on to exiting the plane, and you do this with 3 commands. The first command is, sit in the door. This is where you sit on the floor of the plane and your legs dangle out over the edge, and you hold on to the sides of the door. The second command is, get on the strut. Now here you just climb out of the plane. You put your left foot on a peg, you hold onto the wing strut with your right hand, and you put your right foot up behind you. And as Mark aptly said, it's like playing Twister, which is 3,000 feet up in the air. The third command was, go. This is where you push away from the plane, arch your back, and fall through the sky, waiting for your static line to open your parachute. Adrian turned to me and she said, I have a fear of heights. And I said, great, you're in the right place, Adrian. Push on through that fear, and sure, we'd have a great time here. The one thing the training didn't teach you, though, was how to have the courage to jump out of a perfectly functional plane. Where would you find that inner strength to take that step into the great unknown? My mantra started echoing in my head. Push on through the fear, all will be well. Push on through the fear, all will be well. Push on through the fear, all will be well. So there we were, all excited getting into our Cessna 206, and we took our seats. Seat belts and hopes of success were buckled in as we got ready for the ride of our lives. Our plane climbed to over 3,000 feet. And then I got the dreaded tap on the shoulder. And the command, sit in the door. Now, in my heightened state of anxiety, what I heard was, blah, 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 blah. And I looked blankly at my instructor. But with a few gestures from him and facial expressions, I duly took on the command. And I found myself plummeting to the earth below. The wind whipped past my face with such ferocity. The rush was just exhilarating. After 3 seconds, A 28-foot canopy of nylon shot out from behind me, and my parachute helped me glide down like a ginny jam. When I looked out onto the earth, it looked beautiful. When I looked out on the earth, I felt such a sense of peace that I wasn't expecting. I had faced my fears, and it felt euphoric. In fact, I felt on top of the world, and I was. I had accomplished my goal of facing my fears. When I landed, I did a mental roll call of my body. Nothing was broken. The land was also a success. And that's the hardest part, they say, the actual landing. Who knows what you could break? I made my way back to the training room, and here we shared our individual testimonies of how the fear of the jump had been conquered. Ladies and gentlemen, they say that public speaking is one of the biggest fears. Yet here we are, facing our fears. Facing the fears, the doubts, and the anxiety. In the supportive environment of toastmasters, that gives us the inner strength to take that step into the great unknown. And like John tonight, taking that first step in the icebreakers means you're pushing on through the fear, and so much can be accomplished. All will be well. So my message tonight would be, ladies and gentlemen, keep on pushing through the fear. All will be well, and so much can be accomplished.